Hey everybody, this is Wes the Pest again, doing Assassin's Creed Part 7. I apologize for not doing one on Saturday. Some things came up, and like trying to make sure we had the information on stuff we needed for, what is it? Like me and one of my
to deal with distant
buddies who's helping me with streaming, he was trying to help me figure out, okay, this is how you set up goals, this is how you do this, so that way, because I'm still new, we're still new to this entire Twitch thing. I think I've been doing pretty decent at it, but again, I don't know anything about it. I'm not as tech savvy as I think I am. Like, yes, I know what, a CPU is. I know what a GPU is. I know what, basic components are. Because I used to build computers, like repair them and that basic stuff. But as for knowing the difference between, let's say, a Pentium processor versus the next thing, all I know is a Pentium has, in my opinion, has more of a graphics and speed performance versus anything else. But again, I could be way off because again, that's not my strong suit. My strong suit is being the gamer, being the entertainer, and that's why that's kind of why I'm trying to do this, is I want to entertain you guys. I want to have fun. I want to play the games I love, and the hopeful goal is find people like me. Find people who are like, oh hey, I remember when Assassin's Creed first came out, I remember when there was such a big controversy about it, about how it, did this and when it did that, because in that way it's that, the way I see it and what a lot of people don't see anymore is originally gaming wasn't born necessarily for, competitive and all that stuff. It was more of finding a way to have the oddball, if you will, because you have, your typical jocks, geeks, punks, all them. Well, the geeks only had D&D. Punks, had their music. They could, different types of punks. Like there was some that would, troll what they would call troll the forums, or would become hackers, that kind of stuff. Like they just didn't really care about the rules and all that kind of stuff. I mean, nowadays, like right now, I could be called I think I'm called a game punk because I am a punk style of person, but I do game. It's who I am. It's me. And but I didn't I didn't wake up one day and go, oh, I'm gonna be a gamer. No, it is. I started playing it.
Distant enemies.
Met a person. We started talking about Crash Bandicoot. Okay, we became friends because we had a common interest. And from there, even though we may not have had any other interests at all, he liked cars, I didn't. He liked working on them, I don't. I liked listening to, like classical music, like Mozart at times, where he didn't. I'm one of the few people that don't like hip hop and rap. I take that back. Some hip hop, some rap I do like. Perfect examples, like I like Eminem, I like Ludacris, I like, DJ Jazzy Jeff, which is borderline hip hop, I guess you could say, when he does his lyrical work. Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. obviously, so like I like some rap, but it's that old school, like 90s, 2000s, maybe 1980s style. I'm not into the big, not the big scene now. It's like, Bad Bunny or whoever. To me, I don't like Bad Bunny personally, and I think it's because he comes out of nowhere to me. It was just boom, he's here. It's like, I've never heard of you. I've listened to DJs and stuff. You've never been mentioned. Now all of a sudden you're this big famous person. And I'm not discrediting him or anything. It's just I don't like his music taste. That's all. I just don't like the way he performs his music. But getting back to what I'm saying, that's originally what games were designed for, is to make friends. That was before competitive was even a big deal. The only game, technically, that caused competitive to take off was actually, believe it or not, Halo. Because Halo was the very first game where, it can be me, my buddies, on one console, shooting each other, screen cheating, goofing off, blue flag. But it's that concept of, that wasn't the intentional plan. That was actually a side thought. But that's what literally brought it to life. Gotcha, bitch. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Thought he had me.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay
But it's
this
just that
kindness
that
well.
concept where gaming was originally made for geeks, if you will, or like to help you learn how to do a computer or something like that, and it just blew up, just took over, and it's it's like, I think it's one of the highest selling consumer sale bases ever, because originally you only had like 10 companies, and now look at it. I mean, there's so many indie companies and all that stuff. It's insane to keep track of them all. It really is. And there are some brands that I like no one else does, like Majesco. Majesco does phenomenal games. Because they try to go, okay, everyone's been doing, let's say, quad games, that's like, let's say quad games. They do quad games this way, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, blah, blah, blah. Hey, let's make one that's kind of a strategy game. Phantom Dust. And when I had the original Xbox, that thing was the underdog. Nobody liked it. It was so frowned on because it was so different. Granted, it's now on, Xbox Live for free, and I feel kind of like, to me, it's not fair, because it's like they are now just giving people that game after, the people that, like, fucking asshole, I'm talking here, bitch. People like me who actually bought the game when it first came out and actually, was seasoned, if you will. It's not fair to us because you're pretty much giving it fresh meat to the grinder, if you will. Because if you mastered a game, doesn't matter how powerful you are, if someone's able to master that game and you come into that fray, you're gonna lose. Unless you either some kind of child prodigy, you feed out the ins and outs of the game before you went into it, you had somebody help, improve your skill set. Whatever, but the idea still remains that if somebody's been playing the game a lot more than you, they're gonna have an advantage. But if you don't take the game seriously and you treat the game as, like, perfect example, Assassin's Creed. Yes, you got fights, you have this, you have that, but how many people actually try to understand the story? You know, like, okay, why is he doing this? What is going on? That's mainly what Assassin's Creed was about. It wasn't about, you know, the combat. I mean, that's one of the mechanics, yes. Excuse me. But it was mainly about how do we tell this story where, A, the player's invested, they want to see it to the end. B, where it's entertaining enough that the player wants to keep going. And C, where everyone will enjoy it. Or mostly everyone will enjoy it. I know some that don't.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majd-ud-Din for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salah ad-Din's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majd-ud-Din has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are 2 locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dai.
Don't foul this, Altair.
And yes, I know people are probably wondering, why did he do that when he normally went through and, you know, try to collect all the information? It's for that dialogue of, and then Altair coming and going, oh, I already have all the information, I don't need your help. It's that sense of, I've done wrong by him, I want him to feel like he belongs still, like I own up to my mistake. So if he says, I need your help, it makes Malik feel more like Altair is trying to be peaceful. He wants to make amends for what was done. And it shows a lot how just that little scene can say a lot about his character, how over the course of the entire game, he slowly began to understand his place. Come on. Did I say he touched me again? No. Bad dog. Bye, bitch. Nope.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
All right, where are you?
I don't know why, but if I saw a guy with a bunch of bodies and he's training like that to get away from it, I'd immediately be like, okay, what did you do? Because to me, that's too innocuous. Now, if you can hear him and he's saying, oh my god, what has happened here? May your feet go in peace, something like that, like a monk. Alright, I'll let you go because you are, you know, you act in the role of a priest. I can't tell the difference because back then they couldn't. But, again, perfect example. Guy has a bunch of knives on his back. He's running around and he's doing, you know, pretending to be a priest, but he's not saying, oh my god, what happened and stuff. No, that's a big red flag, in my opinion. But again, maybe as a person looking back, I see the flaws. There's actually a friend of mine, and I've been trying to get him to stream, and he is actually kind of against it. And the reason why is he's a very deliberate role player character. Like, what's the best way to describe it? I'm trying to think of a good way to elaborate. Okay, so you're playing Red Dead. This guy will literally ride all the way there, get off his horse, and walk everywhere in that city. Why? Because you don't see a cowboy run in a city. They walk almost all the damn time. Because to them, you're saving your energy for when you really need it. And it's, you know, I mean, to some people it looks dumb. It looks, oh, you're too slow. Whatever. But, and I mean, I'm one of them. I'll admit, I'm one of them. Since you want to knock me down, I'll knock you back. But the thing is, I have a feeling if he were to do it and he told everybody he's a hardcore role player with some games, oh, you prick. Shut up. I know there's an orchard around here somewhere. I saw him. Because I was getting shot by him. Don't worry about him. Must be anonymous to speak to him. Okay, so apparently the asshole's still around.
I found him! Won't get away from me! Over here!
Thank you, my boy.
There we
I
go.
only wish my sons were half as brave as you.
I did not know
I'll
that
see
they
to
could
it
do that.
They hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
I did not know about the Archers being able to involve themselves in the fight. Because that's my first time having it happen. So I guess that's a kind of a good thing, because you guys are seeing new stuff, same as me. There are some of you who probably already knew about it, and for that, you know, I apologize if I'm doing the same crap over and over and over again. But at the same time, I mean, look at it from my point of view. I've never seen this. You know, I never seen like the interactions and that kind of stuff. So some of them I have, like with Malik. Yes, I knew that was going to happen. That's why I chose to do that path. But again, it is that concept of I don't know some things because. So that one's blocked, so that means I'm gonna be going. If I can't go to the middle, it's gonna be the rich.
He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this.
So it turns out, like I said, I still got a lot to learn about these games. I mean, I've beaten them already, so that's not that hard. Templar. Come on, buddy. Night. But, like, okay, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Revelation. Excuse me. I knew a good deal about them. Assassin's Creed 3. Oh boy, don't even get me started on that one. I like the game. I love, like, obviously I love all these Assassin's Creed games. But for that one, for some unholy reason, one of those missions, I don't know if they intentionally made it impossible to an extent, or what? But it's where you gotta run away from one of the guys. It takes me a while to get it done right. Nope. Bad boy. Really? The temple are dead. I wonder if anyone's done that yet. In all honesty, I doubt it.
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay
There
this kindness, I
is,
swear it.
from what I understand, from what I'm understanding, anytime you get hit, you desync. So, if you want to be 100% accurate to the life of Altair, you have to beat the entire game, mind you, the entire game, without getting hit, without falling from too high of a distance, without failing a mission. You're gonna have to either master the game way beyond normal norms, and that's all you've been playing. Which, I mean, I'm sure somebody's done it. Because it's actually not that difficult if you think about it. Just know the right way to play it and all that stuff. It would be easier.
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please.
What are you doing?
Come on. No. My turn. Come on. This was night. Goodbye. Goodbye. You next? Come on. Nope.
It's good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. I owe you.
There we go.
How did this happen?
I don't know how it happened. It's not my business to know how it happened. All I'm supposed to know is that they died. You want me to spare you? Why would I spare you? But yes, in Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 3, there's some zany things you can do, and I'm hoping I can show them off at some point.
Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution today.
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's Temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majd parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
Maybe, maybe not. There's one way to find out, buddy. Yep, and he's gonna turn. I think he's gonna go straight.
Go away!
Really? You guys want to act up? You all want to act up so much? No, you all fucked me over for no goddamn reason. I'm not sparing anybody this time. Come on. Get out of my way. There, now you all can't get in my precious way.
Such a shame.
That is a little trick I did find out. If you kill all the guards, you'll go ahead and walk through, and the guards won't be there. So sometimes killing ahead can actually be a blessing. See?
Oh no! What happened? Who did this? What happened to this?
I know it's fun to run into people. Yeah, I know you need help. I need to find the lookout tower first. There should be one nearby. So that'd be.
You have no business here.
Oh, you'll do what, boy?
Leave now.
Okay, you can leave. Enjoy. I hate when people tell me what to do in these.
Where is the one responsible?
Yeah, I'll help you. Right now, I just need to find a zone. That's one thing I do not like. Is this one? I don't think this counts as one. Yeah, I don't think this counts as a sink spot. It might. Yeah, it does. There's the eagle. A lot of people don't know that, but they actually did the eagles as a symbol because obviously, you know, it helps with your eagle vision. You're supposed to be a bird, that kind of stuff. So it makes some sense. Go ahead, sit down.
I am sorry, Ahmad. They came without warning.
My son? They have my son? What is to be done with him?
We did everything we could.
What is to be done with him?
He's to be executed. Today.
No, I won't allow it.
But what can we do? Majduddin will hear no appeals. He says there can be no barter with God's will.
This is not God's will, but madness. I'll go to him myself. Where is he?
He will attend the execution. Perform it even. He enjoys the act. Truly evil man.
We have no time to lose then. Let's go.
His logic, Majduddin's logic actually is, in essence, a messed up version. Because he's claiming that it's that is God's will, but he wants to do it. Alright. Nope. Bad Templar. Come on. Knight. Come on. You don't act up again. And that hot shit.
God favors me.
God's will, huh? Well, a long time ago, don't run your mouth if you're gonna try to fight me. Hold ya. And what you gonna do about it? That's right, nothing. I really do hate the grabbing thing because they do it so damn much. There we go. Really? Listen to you. Yeah, I picked the fight I could win.
Where is the one responsible for this?
Praise God, you saved me.
I'm sorry,
All
it's,
the city
it's so
will know
dumb how
your
they do it sometimes. I apologize. I'm just. Some of the voice acting is can be kind of hilarious.
Who did this?
And I mean, I get that people did that back then, but it's still it's. Oh.
Leave now, or I'll make you.
Come on, buddy. Let me get around you.
How did this happen?
I think the game glitched. Yeah, it did. There we go.
What do you think you're doing? I need you to take a fight.
That's right. Where you going, boy? Where you going? Where you going? You started this shit? I don't care if you think me or not. Dang you, fucker. You let me pickpocket when I want. Not when it suits you.
Murderer, you killed that person. I saw you. Guard!
Fuck you.
Please, sir, have your money.
Don't do that. And must be made to pay.
Has he lost his mind?
Everywhere they ride, They leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence?
Here we go. This should be a safe spot to climb up on.
Resist. We must fight them in any way we can.
Oh man. Dude. That's gotta be. There we go. I just hate the fact it takes so damn long. I apologize for not talking so much, guys. I'm actually, I'll be honest, I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about. Mainly because I'm just rehashing the same stuff. And I know that after a while it gets kind of repetitive and it can get kind of annoying. So I'm trying to not just do the same thing over and over and over again, but at the same time, I am, you know, I mean, right now I can just boom, run and be done with the thing, and you know, finish the final thing right now with the pickpocket, go take care of him and be done with the video. But then it's like, you know, where's the fun in that? Sometimes it's better just to, because I've been doing hour-long videos. I'm trying to stay true to that hour-long video.
Majduddin intends another
Because
execution
if I do
today.
that,
We must
it
ensure
becomes
all
more
goes
common.
well.
It is my duty to serve.
Versus
Bring the document I've
me
given you
doing,
to your
he has
master.
12, he has
This
12
way he'll know where my
videos,
men are
and they're
at all
all
times.
30 minutes.
And be quick
Where's-
about it.
where's the
We
fun?
can ill afford any delays.
There will be none. You have my word. Is there anything else?
We've reason to believe they've infiltrated the city. Majduddin fears for his safety. Truth be told, I don't blame him. A man in his position has many enemies.
I'm sure your men will keep him safe.
God willing.
Yeah, you like. Am I funny, dude? You don't even see me. Thank you. Come again. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the 100% thing yet, if at all. Mainly because to me, it feels kind of.
I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing
It feels
this?
kind of like drug out.
Don't hurt me.
That, you know, here I'm gonna do.
Be out here, old man.
Damn it!
He's going to
Damn my
follow a
conscience.
false god. When he does, don't hurt you some You can't do that. You can't just kill someone. Any enemy
I can't just kill anyone? Well, who's stopping me, huh? The guards? Oh, I'm sorry. They're the ones I'm killing. Because they don't matter to me. Why should they matter? They get in my way.
Is that the last of them? I hope so. Still, best not to take any chances. I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
I only did it because my conscience wouldn't let me do otherwise. Sadly, that is truth. It is hard for me to turn away from people like that. I mean, I'll try to turn a blind eye, but it's really hard for me not to want to help.
Peasant, before I make you.
Say that again. There we go. Another one bites the dust. Let me go ahead and get rid of that custom memory thing, because I don't need it. I mainly was using it, as I'm sure you guys noticed, to try to find out which zone I should run to. Because, yes, it can get very confusing.
Just a few coins, please.
So I'm heading back here.
What news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out
Me too.
with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd-ud-Din is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mualim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majd-ud-Din does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent
Man,
one.
I forgot about Malik, how sometimes he can be a dick. But again, it's also still, it has to do with Altair. Altair took his arm, technically. And yes, I did say technically, because if Altair would have just obeyed the rules, Malik would not have lost his arm. So, in Malik's eyes, even if it wasn't Altair that did it, it was Altair that caused it. It's kind of like saying, you know, what's the best way to describe it? Through Altair's inactions, or through his desire to prove he's ahead, he cost him his arm. So rather than blame the person who technically did it, blame the person. I think I see a way in. Yeah, that was a trick I knew about. I thought they patched it out. I'm glad that they didn't. I already know there's archers up here, so take them out early. That's the thing. If you pre-plan and you actually coordinate appropriately, you can actually eliminate most of the threats before you even start the fight. Which a lot of people don't think about. They just want to rush in. But when archers is all of a sudden called on and there's no archers to be found,
I'll have your head.
see now they're trying to figure out what the hell happened because we're all of a sudden all the archers. Well, they don't know that. Excuse me. Yes, I have a habit of whipping a lot. I'm sorry. It's a, it's one of those things, I guess. Yeah, no, dude. You're not some celebrity. Don't act like you are.
Silence! I demand silence!
You don't get to make demands, dude.
People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action? Your
Damn, look him up, why don't you, dude? You're not
me.
anything impressive.
This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice! You've no right to do that! Who do you... And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
Curse you all!
Oh, that back? That's kind of bullshit.
See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe.
Yeah,
Here
like,
now
dude.
are four filled with sin: the harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all!
I should be able to move right now. That's what I hope.
Temptress! Succubus! Whore! She goes by many names, but her sin remains the same. She turned her back on the teaching, defiled her body to advance her station. Each man she touched, forever stained.
This man speaks lies. I am here today not because I lay down with other men, for I did not. He means to murder me because I would not lie down with him.
Even now, offered redemption, she
Nope. Look what the power of one man filled with sin can do, huh? Fuck off. Goodbye.
Your work here is finished.
No, it had only just begun.
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not.
Yep.
I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way
Yeah,
the
I do.
people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such
No, what?
power.
Once perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
Very true. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. They say it, and it's true. Out of my way. Come on, boys. Come on. Nope. Bad boy. I said no. Go up and get away. The one thing I still don't get, and to this day I probably never will, is how by killing somebody, immediately the bells go off. Anyone who saw the deed would have been in a panic, and by the time they got back there to reveal it, it would have been already too late. So technically, that doesn't make sense.
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
That's the thing I find odd about that, actually.
Fast-forwarding memory to a
He
more
wants
recent
praise, and Malik thinks he wants praise because he did his job. When, actually, if you think about it, what Altair wanted was praise for listening to Malik. Because of how I started the video with him literally going, "What would you have me do? How would you be of assistance?" Kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. No, I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes.
This is not good.
No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of
what the
trouble,
hell?
Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your
Yeah,
question,
true.
Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No, except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, It's bad. Really
Yeah.
bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy.
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
There is a very slight problem with that, by the way. Back then, speakerphones I don't think they were very either they weren't very powerful or they were very rarely made. Yet, boom. We can hear clearly what she's saying. And it's from a guy who's in the other room who literally could have been listening in on that conversation the entire time, but walked out and stopped her. Because if they were supposed to be in a meeting, there's no way he could have got to that meeting in the short span of time of him leaving through that door and us starting to talk. No, it's not physically possible. And again, yes, I understand it is a game. And, I might be reading too much into it. But if you're going to make a game, try to have some sense of realism, I guess you could say. Like, maybe waited a minute, then have him call. Okay, it's down the hall to the left. That makes more sense. Or like her waiting until he was out of earshot, then she turns her head back and then starts the conversation with you. That would have made more sense as well. But on that note, I am going to go ahead and cut my stream. Because I'm still doing the 1 kill per video event, I guess you could say. Or the strategy I'm doing right now. Because I feel if I do too much, obviously, firstly, I'm going to mentally exhaust myself because, again, I just started streaming. I'm slowly trying to get into doing this all on my own. So I am going to be very exhausted. Like I said, come Assassin's Creed 2, I should be able to do 2-hour, maybe pushing 3-hour streams. Also, it gives you that way to compartmentalize, hey, this is what happened. So when I pick up the next episode, you can understand, oh, he did this is why he's going to that. Alright? This is West Pass signing off, and I hope you all have a good day.